When the automotive experts at Edmunds release their official rankings, the entire industry takes notes. For 2026, their team of test drivers pushed the latest battery-powered family haulers to the absolute limit, grading them on real-world range, charging speed, and cabin utility. If you are looking to invest in a family crossover or a luxury cruiser that has survived the toughest automotive testing in America, these are the 9 best electric SUVs for 2026 according to Edmunds. Number 9. Genesis Electrified GV70. The Genesis GV70 lands at number 9 on Edmunds' list of the best electric SUVs for 2026, earning recognition as the best small luxury electric SUV in the ranking. With a starting price of around $65,000 and a top-tier prestige trim climbing to roughly $76,000, this Korean luxury contender undercuts comparable European rivals from Audi and BMW by several $1,000s, while delivering an experience that genuinely feels worth every penny. Edmunds' editors praised its smooth, confident, and quiet driving character, calling out the refined ride quality and the sense of polish that mirrors the gas-powered GV70 it was spun off from. Power comes from a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup producing 429 horsepower and a meaty 516 pound-feet of torque, which translates to genuinely quick acceleration that justifies the price tag for buyers stepping up from mainstream EVs. EPA estimated range sits at around 236 miles, and ultra-fast 350 kilowatt charging capability allows a 10 to 80% top-up in roughly 18 minutes, which is a real-world advantage on road trips. Reliability is another major draw here, as Genesis has consistently ranked at or near the top of J.D. Power dependability studies, often beating out the German luxury establishment, and the brand backs the electrified GV70 with a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty plus complimentary scheduled maintenance. For shoppers wanting luxury-grade refinement, proven dependability, and a stronger value proposition than the European competition, the electrified GV70 makes a compelling case in 2026. Number 8. Chevrolet Equinox EV. The Chevrolet Equinox EV grabs the number 8 spot on Edmunds' rundown of the best electric SUVs for 2026, and it earns that placement largely by being the value champion of the entire list. Pricing kicks off at roughly $34,000 for the LT trim, and even fully loaded RS examples typically land in the low $45,000, which is a remarkable figure for a 300-mile-plus electric SUV wearing a familiar American badge. Edmunds testers highlighted just how much vehicle you actually get for the money, calling it a well-rounded, spacious crossover that punches well above its price class. The standard front-wheel drive setup serves up 220 horsepower and 243 pound-feet of torque paired with an 85 kilowatt-hour battery, delivering an EPA-estimated 319 miles of range, while the available all-wheel drive configuration stretches that figure to a class-leading 350-plus miles, putting it ahead of EVs costing tens of thousands more. The interior real estate is generous too, with 57 cubic feet of maximum cargo space that gives it real family hauling credibility. On the reliability front, the Equinox EV rides on GM's proven Ultium platform that also underpins the Blazer EV and Cadillac Lyriq, and Chevy backs the battery with an 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty that provides peace of mind for long-term ownership. For American shoppers wanting affordable electric driving without sacrificing range or space, the Equinox EV proves you don't need to spend luxury car money to get a genuinely good EV in 2026. Number 7. Audi Q8 e-tron. The Audi Q8 e-tron rolls into the number 7 position on Edmunds' list of the best electric SUVs for 2026, bringing genuine German luxury engineering to the electric SUV segment. Starting around $76,000 and climbing to roughly $89,000 for the loaded prestige trim, this is not a budget pick, but the dollars buy you something special. The dual-motor all-wheel drive powertrain produces 402 horsepower in standard form and jumps to 496 horsepower with boost mode engaged in the SQ8 variant, paired with a 114 kilowatt-hour battery that delivers an EPA-estimated range of up to 285 miles. Edmunds editors highlighted the Q8 e-tron's exceptionally quiet cabin, planted highway manners, and the kind of build quality that separates true luxury from luxury-branded mainstream products. The air suspension delivers a plush, controlled ride that handles broken American pavement with grace, and the standard Quattro all-wheel drive provides confident traction in snowbelt states. On reliability, Audi has steadily climbed in JD Power Dependability rankings, and the Q8 e-tron benefits from a battery design that has been on the market since 2019, meaning the engineering is mature and well-sorted rather than first-generation experimental tech. Audi backs the vehicle with a 4-year, 50,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and an 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty, which is competitive for the luxury class. Fast charging tops out at 170 kilowatt, allowing a 10 to 80% fill in roughly 31 minutes. For shoppers prioritizing old-world luxury cred, structural solidity, and proven hardware, the Q8 e-tron remains a thoroughly compelling 2026 buy. Number 6. Ford Mustang Mach-E. The Ford Mustang Mach-E secures the number 6 slot on Edmunds' rundown of the best electric SUVs for 2026, proving that an American legacy automaker can build an electric crossover that genuinely competes with Tesla on its own turf. Pricing opens at a sharp $39,000 for the Select trim and stretches to $55,000 for the high-performance GT variant, which puts it within easy financial reach of mainstream American families. The Mach-E lineup serves up multiple powertrain choices, with the all-wheel drive premium with the extended-range battery delivering 290 horsepower and an EPA-estimated 300 miles of range, while the GT pushes a thrilling 480 horsepower for 0 to 60 runs in the mid-3-second territory. Edmunds testers praised its sharp steering, composed handling, and the genuinely fun-to-drive character that honors the Mustang badge stitched onto the seats. The 15-inch portrait touchscreen running Ford Sync 4A software is responsive and intuitive, and Ford's Blue Cruise hands-free highway driving system is among the best in the business. On the reliability front, the Mach-E has been on sale since 2021, giving Ford 5 years to iron out software glitches and supplier issues, and Ford backs the vehicle with an 8-year, 100,000-mile battery warranty plus a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. One Edmunds knock worth noting is slower than expected DC fast-charging speeds, with a 100-mile top-up taking over 25 minutes in testing. Still, for buyers wanting American character, performance bona fides, and competitive pricing in 2026, the Mach-E absolutely earns its place on this list. Number 5. Nissan Ariya. The Nissan Ariya rides into the number 5 position on Edmunds' Best Electric SUVs for 2026 list, leveraging Nissan's deep electric vehicle pedigree built over more than a decade with the Leaf. Pricing on the Ariya is genuinely aggressive for 2026, kicking off around $39,000 for the Engage trim and climbing to roughly $54,000 for the loaded Platinum Plus all-wheel drive variant, which slots it firmly into the affordable luxury sweet spot. The standard front-wheel drive Venture Plus trim returns an EPA-estimated 304 miles of range from its 87 kilowatt-hour battery, while dual-motor all-wheel drive variants produce up to 389 horsepower with around 272 miles of range. Edmunds reviewers highlighted the Ariya's smooth and remarkably quiet ride, its appealing minimalist Japanese design language, and an interior that feels distinctly more upscale than the price tag suggests, with materials and finishes punching well above mainstream expectations. The flat floor and lounge-like front cabin create a genuinely relaxing daily driver experience. On reliability, Nissan brings serious electric vehicle credibility, with the Leaf having proven battery longevity over more than 14 years on the American market, and the Ariya itself has avoided major recall headaches since its launch. The warranty package covers 8 years or 100,000 miles on the battery and 3 years or 36,000 miles bumper-to-bumper. DC fast charging tops out at 130 kilowatt, which is decent though not class-leading. For American buyers wanting a quiet, well-made, sensibly priced electric SUV from a brand with real EV experience under its belt, the 2026 Ariya delivers a thoroughly mature package worth the money. Number 4. Volvo EX90. The Volvo EX90 cruises into the number 4 spot on Edmunds' list of the best electric SUVs for 2026, bringing Scandinavian luxury, 3-row family practicality, and serious power to the all-electric segment. Starting pricing lands at roughly $81,000 and stretches to about $95,000 for the twin-motor Performance Plus trim, which puts the EX90 in legitimate luxury territory, but with genuine substance backing those dollars. The standard dual-motor all-wheel drive setup produces a stout 402 horsepower, while the performance variant cranks out a thunderous 670 horsepower with 671 pound-feet of torque, enough to hustle the 3-row SUV to 60 miles per hour in under 5 seconds. EPA estimated range comes in at up to 310 miles from the 111 kWh battery pack, which is competitive for a vehicle this large and heavy. Edmunds editors called out the EX90's serene cabin, premium Nordic-inspired materials including responsibly sourced wool and recycled content trim, and Volvo's legendary commitment to occupant safety, with standard advanced driver assistance features including LiDAR-based sensing technology that few competitors offer at any price. The third row is genuinely usable for adults on shorter trips, separating it from many rivals. On reliability, Volvo backs the EX90 with a 4-year or 50,000-mile basic warranty and an 8-year or 100,000-mile battery warranty. And importantly, there are no open recalls on the 2026 model, indicating Volvo has worked through the software hiccups that plagued early production examples. For American families needing 7 seats, top-tier safety credentials, and quiet luxury in 2026, the EX90 makes a strong case. Number 3. Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y claims the number 3 position on Edmunds' Best Electric SUVs for 2026 rundown, continuing to set the benchmark that every other electric SUV on this list gets measured against. Pricing has become genuinely competitive in 2026, with the new standard trim opening around $41,000 and the dual-motor long-range all-wheel drive landing near $50,000. While the performance variant tops out around $54,000. The long-range variant delivers an EPA-estimated 320-plus miles of range, and the performance trim rockets to 60 miles per hour in roughly 3.5 seconds courtesy of its 456 horsepower dual-motor configuration. Edmunds testers praised the Model Y's spacious cabin, impressive cargo capacity at 76 cubic feet with the rear seats folded, and access to Tesla's supercharger network, which remains the gold standard for road trip reliability and convenience in America despite other automakers gaining NACS port access. The recently refreshed Juniper update brought meaningful ride quality improvements, better noise insulation, and updated styling that addresses long-standing complaints. On the reliability front, the Model Y has been refined through years of production since 2020, and battery degradation data from hundreds of thousands of high-mileage owners shows the powertrain holds up remarkably well over the long haul, though panel gap and trim piece quality control remains hit-or-miss according to Edmunds' long-term testing notes. Tesla backs the vehicle with an 8-year or 120,000-mile battery and drive unit warranty. For American buyers prioritizing range, charging convenience, and proven electric vehicle technology in 2026, the Model Y remains a powerhouse value pick. Number 2. Hyundai Ioniq 5. The Hyundai Ioniq 5 charges into the number 2 spot on Edmunds' Best Electric SUVs for 2026 list, And Edmunds actually named it the top-rated electric SUV overall for 2026, following a significant price reduction that transformed the value equation. Pricing now opens at roughly $43,000 for the SE standard range, and stretches to about $58,000 for the high-performance Ioniq 5N variant. The dual-motor all-wheel drive Limited produces 320 horsepower and delivers an EPA-estimated 290 miles of range, while the rear-wheel drive long range stretches that figure to 318 miles courtesy of its 84 kilowatt-hour battery. The headline trick remains the Ioniq 5's 800-volt electrical architecture, which allows DC fast charging at up to 350 kilowatt, taking the battery from 10 to 80% in just 18 minutes, an industry-leading figure that genuinely changes road trip math. On reliability, Hyundai backs the Ioniq 5 with a class-leading 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 5-year PR 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. And the model has racked up multiple awards, including 2023 World Car of the Year. For American shoppers wanting the most well-rounded, technologically advanced, and warranty-protected electric SUV under $50,000 in 2026, the Ioniq 5 is a genuine standout. Number 1. Kia EV9. The Kia EV9 takes the top honor at number 1 on Edmunds' Best Electric SUVs for 2026 list, and it earns the crown by being the rare 3-row electric SUV that nails practicality, technology, value, and driving manners all at the same time. Pricing kicks off at roughly $56,000 for the light long-range trim and climbs to $76,000 for the new EV9 GT Performance variant, delivering remarkable value when stacked against 3-row European luxury rivals, costing $15,000 to $25,000 more. EPA estimated range stretches to 304 miles in the rear-wheel drive light long range, and around 270 miles in dual-motor configurations from the 99 kilowatt-hour battery. Edmunds editors raved about the boxy, distinctive styling that actually looks cool rather than awkward, the genuinely adult-friendly third row with available captain's chairs in the second row, and the 800-volt architecture supporting 350 kilowatt DC fast charging for a 10 to 80% top-up in roughly 24 minutes. On the reliability front, Kia backs the EV9 with the same exceptional 10-year or 100,000-mile powertrain warranty offered across the brand, and Kia has consistently ranked at or near the top of J.D. Power initial quality and dependability studies in recent years. For American families wanting a tall 3-row electric SUV with serious value and proven reliability in 2026, the EV9 is the undisputed champion. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.